Welcome to the special edition podcast from the Centre for Sustainable Innovation at the University of Salford. I'm Dr Silvia Tedesco and I'm an Associate Professor in Sustainability within the Centre for Sustainable Innovation. Today we explore how research and education are driving real-world solutions, and we're focusing on a pressing issue: how we can decarbonise our homes and inspire the next generation of green engineers. Did you know that the built environment accounts for 40% of the UK's carbon footprint? With most of the buildings that will exist in 2050 already standing, retrofitting our homes is just as important as building new ones sustainably. Joining us today are experts from the University of Salford Cutting Edge Energy House 2.0 and Sustainable Innovation Research members, all working together to transform how we build, live and learn in a changing climate. Thank you very much to our speakers for joining us today. So before we move on to our questions, can I please ask that you each introduce yourselves and your areas of expertise?
Hi, my name's Aaron Robertson. I'm a lecturer in supply chain logistics and project management. I lead the Hive Research Cluster, which is the house building in innovations, volume, environment and efficiency that looks at upskilling and developing the supply chain within residential volume house building to ensure that we have sort of the capacity and the skills across the UK and across our global network to ensure that we can deliver on the ambitious targets of 1.5 million homes per year.
My name is Juan Ferriz Papi and I'm a lecturer in building surveying and program leader of the Masters in Sustainable Buildings. Currently I'm working on life cycle assessment and the circular economy in construction, working mainly about digital solutions for managing sustainability and the circular economy in buildings.
Hello, I'm Lobo Jankovic, Professor of Energy and Buildings at Energy House Labs, and my research area is building physics and decarbonisation of buildings.
We'll start with our questions. I will start with Lobo if that's all right. So, Lubo, as someone deeply involved in sustainable building design, can you help our viewers understand just how big of an opportunity and the challenge retrofitting is when it comes to decarbonising homes in the UK, and how is Energy House 2.0 helping tackle this issue?
Yes, I'll start with a challenge. There are 19 million homes in the UK that will still be standing in 2050, and the total number of days between now and 2050 is just a bit less than 9,000. This means that we need to retrofit approximately 2,100 homes per day, and with costs from upwards of 35k, the challenge is technical, logistic and financial. Even with new homes designed to the current building regulations, they are only adding to the pool of homes that will need to be retrofitted, as net zero performance is not yet mandatory in these regulations. The opportunity is to think differently and develop automation of retrofit design and a circular economy and carefully planned complementary currencies to unlock the financial potential of local communities. And how is Energy House 2 helping to tackle this issue? As part of Energy House 2, we have been involved in rigorous testing of homes aligned with the Future Homes standard. There are 2 detached houses in one of the environmental chambers in Energy House 2. And the testing includes the building fabric performance, the performance of heating systems such as heat pumps, and the response of building to future heat waves and overheating. This year we will commence construction of 2 homes for retrofitting purposes in one of the climate chambers in Energy House 2. And that will give us a truly unique platform for addressing the retrofit challenges.
That's very interesting. So you're basically simulating extreme weather conditions, and you have full-scale homes in there that you are measuring. You're measuring energy efficiency, and you're looking at how these weather conditions affect the energy efficiency.
Yes, absolutely.
Sounds really interesting. I'm going to move on to Juan. This project, your miniature greenhouse that was funded by the Royal Academy of Engineering, and projects like that connect university research with primary school children through fun and hands-on design of eco-homes. In your expert opinion, why is it so important to introduce these concepts so early?
It is fundamental to work in education from the very young people.
As early as possible.
Exactly. It's crucial for our society. At the end, what we are building is sustainable society, sustainable communities that can implement solutions and take action towards reducing and eliminating, if possible, the impact that we are having with aspects like climate change or resource efficiency and on all these challenges that we are facing. From STEM pathways, we are talking about science, technology, engineering, mathematics. From all these pathways, it's very important to work towards the creation of green jobs and to support society in developing that.
Yeah, so, there is a lack of green jobs been identified by Engineering UK.
Exactly, so it is very important to develop that field.
What kind of impact do you think this type of community-focused outreach can have in the long term on the community?
If we think about the definition of sustainable development, it is to take action towards protecting what will happen for future generations. Yeah. So at the end, what we are doing is educating future generations to take this action. Starting from us, we need to start working on this purpose. Yeah. So if we take action now, it will have impact in the future.
Yeah, we definitely need to empower the young generations and give them the tools that they need. So I move on to Aaron now. Your role bridges research, education and industry. Can you share how the University of Salford is supporting not just students, but also businesses and communities on the road to net zero?
What I think SOF do very well is connect a lot of the different strands and areas of research within construction. So it's very easy to think of construction in terms of maybe just building a bridge or maybe building a skyscraper. But as we know, there's obviously the targets of 300,000 homes per year. There's the retrofit that is also going to add volume and capability onto that. There's the development of course, infrastructure to support all of that. And Salford's research really sort of brings that together into this sort of ecosystem of research to really create and understand sort of the circular economy and where that sits. So the way we're sort of looking at it from our research is, of course, technology is hopefully helping with the sustainability challenge. But then how do you take that technology and how do you then allow businesses to embed and take up and manufacture that technology? So, for example, if we take air source heat pumps, how are we going to get, SMEs within the UK to begin to have the skills to manufacture those, the capacity to scale up?
The skills are a big issue.
Absolutely, yeah. And of course, there's going to be skills of manufacture, there's going to be skills of install, there's going to be skills of maintenance, there's going to be skills of new build. All of these is going to require connection with a lot of different businesses, a lot of different areas within the supply chain. And this isn't just a national issue, this is a potentially, global issue as the UK scale up and try to increase their level of development. So are Europe, so are Asia, and all of that is going to be fighting for the same sort of skill set and same capacity. So what we're trying to do is try and predict the skills that are needed in the long term and try and connect with businesses to ensure they're ready for the technology that may come out of projects like the Energy House, ensure that we're ready to scale up nice and quickly to meet these demands. Of course, thinking even further ahead for the next generation that are coming through, what skills are going to be needed in the future as technology continuously evolves. And we're in an era now of, fast-moving technology to hopefully really have sort of sustainable construction, but we want to make sure that's ready to go and the skills are there to begin.
The universities are an excellent place.
Absolutely,
to
yeah.
that.
All the way from early education, and if we can then take that and embed research-driven skills within that from young people, and then they're ready to be placed in industry and they've got the skills good to go. So this can really take a nice sort of rolling approach that's ready to be delivered as soon as possible.
Before we wrap up, if you had a message to share with a young person that wants to help fight climate change, especially through engineering or construction, what would that be? I will start with you, Aaron.
Whether you're interested in technology development, whether you're interested in supply chain, procurement, logistics, engineering, construction is a really big driver of this very broad range of skills.
Lovely. Thank you. Luba, what would your message be?
Learning about new things and making a contribution to knowledge,
I think the contribution
is something that motivates us all, and I think it is very rewarding when we can do that.
Well,
my message is that I enjoy it. So I like very much what I'm doing, that I encourage young people to follow this track. But not only because of that, but it is also a necessity. If we want to work towards a better living, this is something that is essential for that.